Hey everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing this rotor MOC that I made. This is based on the actual rotor set, and so I tried to keep as many similarities as I could. Now I am making this MOC to look like a modern Hero Factory version. That's why I used the more modern joints rather than the old Technic ones. I tried to keep his color scheme as similar as I could. There are some gray Technics back here that I did not include. I just thought it looked better to make it all black, just that whole area that connects the rotor. It is different on the actual set, which is unfortunate. I probably should have made it gray, but just personally, I think it looks better black. As you can see, the legs also look pretty similar. I tried to keep as many pieces the same as possible, but the joints I just didn't want to keep the same, just because that would make him not quite as stable as he is, just because those joints are so loose now, and I like the CCBS joints better, at least for this style of MOC. The other Technic joints are better for making super complex MOCs, at least in my opinion. I gave this MOC a gun rather than his Meteor Blaster, just because I thought it looked better. That's personal preference. I don't know, some people might prefer Meteor Blasters, but personally I like building custom guns better because they're removable. And on the actual set, his Meteor Blaster was removable, but not really, because if you removed it, there's just gonna be just a blank spot right there. And I've never really been a huge fan of Meteor Blasters, just personally. I kept this gas launcher arm basically the same. I did give him a hand. In the original set, he did not have a hand right there, but I just thought it would look better if he had a hand there. I kept the Technic parts of the arms very simple. I didn't want to make this MOC overly complex, so I just kept those parts pretty simple. I might give a build video on him possibly later on, just if anybody would like to see that. His body is relatively complex. I like how it looks. I like the sloped look. I put 2 Bionicle armor plates on either side to kind of slope down the design, which I think looks pretty good. The jets are at a slight angle, which is a little different than the set. In the set, they were just flat up against these 2 Technic pieces. And so I just decided to stick them out at an angle because it worked better with the design as it is. Because if these jet pieces were flat, they would interfere with that Bionicle armor plate piece. I put the wire along the top just like the actual set, and I think that looks pretty cool. His head movement is a little bit restricted, but that doesn't really matter. His head goes in pretty much all the right directions. He can't really look up. Well, I guess he can if he bends back, but this is as far as his head moves up naturally without him bending, which that's okay. I'm not really going to be posing this MOC too intensively because this isn't really a display MOC. The rotor is connected exactly the same as the actual set, except it's built up in a different color, so it's not really different, but just the color scheme is. I really like this MOC. I think it looks pretty good. But it was just something I did in my free time. Maybe one day I can do an actual true revamp of Rotor. This was more just what I think Rotor would look like in the modern Hero Factory style with actual joints. Well, that's all I have to say about this MOC. As always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and check out some of my other videos.